29 Teachings of the Buddha that will transform you. Listen daily, and the more you listen, the deeper it sinks in. The Buddha taught that human suffering often stems from greed, anger, and ignorance. Thus, to live happily, you should let go of excessive desires and accept imperfection as an inevitable part of being human. Letting go is the mark of a wise person. Only by letting go can true happiness be found. In this life, each person can choose the work they love or the place they want to live, but they cannot choose their origins. Some are born into wealthy families, others into poverty. Some come from civilized, prosperous, peaceful nations, while others are born amidst war, chaos, scarcity, and countless karmic deeds, both good and bad, that cause people to emerge into such varied circumstances. However, anyone's living condition can change. A person born into wealth, if lacking ambition and only squandering money without earning it, will gradually fall into poverty. A person born into hardship, if they persistently strive, can gradually rise to prosperity. A former U.S. vice president, born into a poor family, guided by an unrelenting heart yearning to rise, step by step escaped destitution and ascended to the pinnacle of success. In Buddhist teaching, form arises from the mind, circumstances shift with the heart. Here, circumstances shift with the heart means that a person's failure is not necessarily due to a lack of ability or opportunity, but because their own mind has already decided they cannot succeed. Suffering arises when the mind fears difficulty and hardship, leading people to resign themselves to submission. Those with a broad, forgiving heart do not see suffering as an injustice. They do not silently lament their fate or harbor resentment toward heaven and others. Instead, they maintain a calm demeanor, ceaselessly striving through study and labor to transform their circumstances. The great inventor Thomas Edison summed up his life's experience. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration in the face of adversity. Some falter, some fall, but others bravely press on. Every hardship and obstacle in life is a precious opportunity to forge willpower, resilience, and inner peace, preparing us to reap future achievements. The path of life and the path of the Dharma share a crucial similarity. Both demand perseverance, patience, and relentless effort. If a practitioner seeks perfection or indulges in laxity, swinging between joy and sorrow, clinging to fame, fortune, and fleeting pleasures without diligently striving to overcome their unwholesome karma, their practice is like cooking sand in hopes of making rice. There's a saying, all is created by the mind. As each year passes, don't blame your life for standing still. Instead, observe how much your mindset has transformed. Once upon a time, there was a perfect circle, proud of its flawless shape down to the millimeter. One morning, it awoke to find a piece of itself missing. Shocked and upset, the now imperfect circle set out to find its lost fragment. No longer whole, it rolled slowly on its journey. What began as sadness over its imperfection turned into delight. Basking in warm sunlight, listening to birds chirping in the trees, admiring blooming flowers, and chatting with insects by the roadside. It encountered many fragments along the way, but none fit perfectly. So it kept searching. After many days and months, the circle finally found a piece that fit exactly. Overjoyed, it attached the fragment and rolled on. But oh, why was it rolling so fast now? So fast that the flowers blurred and the insects' chatter faded in the wind. The circle realized the world around it had changed when it sped along. It stopped, set the fragment by the roadside, and continued rolling slowly onward. The lesson this circle offers us is this: you don't need to be perfect to feel happy. If all you seek is money, all you'll get is money, nothing more. Happiness is entirely subjective, rooted in contentment with life. how you perceive your surroundings, and the peace and calm within your soul, not necessarily tied to wealth or material things. As sunlight slants across the hills and time drifts slowly by, lullabies hum and the dust settles into slumber amid worldly thoughts. In our wandering, we can grasp what going with the flow means. To go with the flow is to be at ease, accepting what happens in the present, ceasing resistance, and calmly awaiting the right conditions to align. Often, this very attitude becomes the key condition that connects us to other auspicious circumstances. Never forget, success requires the convergence of countless conditions. If even one is missing, achievement becomes elusive. Understanding this deeply teaches us what we should and shouldn't do to gather good conditions and dispel the bad. We call favorable conditions smooth circumstances, and unfavorable ones adverse circumstances. Some conditions benefit us but hinder others, and vice versa. This applies within the human realm, while conditions ripple through all things in the universe. In essence, circumstances aren't inherently good or bad. They simply converge or dissolve based on the alignment of energy frequencies emitted by all beings. Yet many people, when encountering smooth circumstances, revel in joy and wish to preserve them forever. While facing adverse ones, they grow despondent and try to escape. But smooth circumstances don't always bring happiness, nor do adverse ones always bring pain. Sometimes adversity fosters growth, while ease weakens us. What starts as a smooth circumstance can turn adverse later, and what begins as adversity can become smooth. Whether a circumstance is smooth or adverse often depends on our resilience and attitude. Thus, there's no need to rush to change conditions we dislike or chase after those we crave. When our mind is steady enough to create wholesome conditions, the right ones will naturally connect, like the saying. Like voices resonate, like energies attract. More importantly, when we find vitality within ourselves, external values lose their weight. Any circumstance becomes acceptable and we embrace it freely and openly. The Dalai Lama once said, "Remember that sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. Meeting in this life is a matter of fate. Cherish each other. When blessings come, give generously to those who arrive. When they leave, let go without clinging." There are proverbs and sayings we may already know. For instance, when life hands you a sour lemon, don't fear, use it to cook or make a refreshing glass of lemonade. If you face something with pessimism and dismay, life's challenges become bitter lemons. But if you approach them with optimism, vitality, and an open heart, those challenges turn into a delightful glass of lemonade. Do you grimace at the sour lemon or savor the cool drink? Time may help us grow older, but it doesn't guarantee maturity. Only by facing life's ups and downs do we gradually grow wiser and more understanding. A wise person, when alone, manages their mind well, seeing it as a chance to reflect. When with others, they guard their speech, viewing it as an opportunity to humbly learn. When we feel hopeless and life seems at a dead end, quietly smile and tell yourself, "Hey, relax, this is just a bend, not the end. Everything we have in this life is temporary. If things go well, enjoy them, for they won't last. If they don't worry, they won't linger either." Morality isn't a spare tire to pull out as a shield when the storm hits. It should be the rudder guiding us on the right path throughout this transient journey. When others help solve our problems, thank them, but don't place eternal faith in them, so when they can't help, you can still trust in your own strength. Old friends are gold, new friends are diamonds. If you gain diamonds, don't forget the gold, for gold is needed to hold the diamonds in place. Friendship is like a book. It takes minutes to burn, but years to write. Worrying won't clear tomorrow's troubles, it robs today's peace. So live simply, speak kindly, and love sincerely. We all know a car's windshield is far larger than its rear-view mirror. Life is the same. The past matters less than the future. Yet occasionally glance back for lessons to live fully today and shape tomorrow, right? And remember, When we pray for others, the universe hears and channels our positive energy to them. So when you feel peace and joy, it might be because someone somewhere has prayed for you. Simplify complex problems to find ease and lightness. Don't complicate simple ones. Amid poetic musings, sorrows fade. Rain turns to sun. Sun to rain, life goes on. It's our hearts that stir pain by clinging. Watch all things flow by carefree amid impermanence remains beautiful. Have you ever paused to observe the world? You might notice life never stops shifting, like waves crashing endlessly on the shore. Often, waves of worry and unrest outnumber those of joy and peace. Perhaps that's why some holding a newspaper quip, "Good news is rare." Yet strangely, even in calm seas, many don't see happiness. They can't sit still stirring up storms and troubles to feel alive, to be noticed. Is the human soul, rich or poor, so impoverished? Do we live our whole lives as beggars, seeking happiness through suffering, only to become victims of our own egos? One secret to living in peace and happiness is simplifying the complex, embracing all with ease, and fully savoring each moment of calm and joy. Sometimes look at the world through a child's eyes, hear the deep whispers, see humanity clearly, and shed pretense. Almost everyone wants to live long and beautifully, but how? To live long and well, practice these wholeheartedly. Keep your mind calm amid life's fluctuations. Don't let anger rise over anything. Don't cling to what's yours or covet what isn't. Don't harm others, live fully and truthfully as the Buddha did. Amid a deceitful world, stay awake, not chasing trends or indulgence, even if others revel in excess. Avoid foods laden with chemicals. Steer clear of extremes. Curb unhealthy eating habits. Smile daily at children and flowers. Don't listen to or spread idle talk. Do what you believe is right for peace of mind, avoiding later regret when past joys and sorrows resurface. Smile at everything. Don't compare yourself, your family, or your country to others. Why? No one, no family, no nation is the same. Comparing breeds envy or exhaustion. Focus on the good and bring it to life in vibrant ways. Don't dwell on others' flaws, they aren't you. Thinking of their faults stirs the darkness in your own mind, clouding your heart and dimming your face. Practice listening to your mind and breath. Learn and understand others. Doing so reminds us to treat others as we wish to be treated. Life isn't a century, it exists in each breath. Live fully and freely in every breath, letting each one lift you to a higher existence. A life is wasted when we squander even a single breath. Nurture awareness of living with yourself. Without it, loneliness deceives us, starving us in isolation. Don't compete with anyone. There's no number one, no most important. Such notions are illusions of the ego. Know that no one is irredeemably bad or good, everything changes. Grasping this frees us from excessive hope or despair. Recognize your abilities and limits when engaging with others in the world, avoiding regrettable mistakes. Invest in planting goodness in your mind and life, the most meaningful, lasting investment. Before pursuing any business for profit, cultivate richness in your soul, growing wealthier in spirit each day. At sunrise and sunset, think of beautiful things. Spend an hour daily tackling challenges to build willpower and resilience, keys to overcoming obstacles and achieving success. Don't crown yourself a saint, nor let others do so. Let the seeds of goodness bloom in your daily actions and help awaken the same in others. Don't just preach compassion and morality, live them in every deed toward all beings and things. The longest, most beautiful life is one nurtured by simple love. Cast aside worries, your steps falter when restless. Cultivate gentleness. Soften your gaze, and warmth will spread through the world, replacing 1,000 questions. Close your eyes and listen. Pain stretches wide, but wondrous tears turn to mist. Life shines when lived with care. Sit close, mend the rifts of distance, for silence and sharp words dig deep divides. Share smiles the earth and sky open, full of giving and understanding. Within us lie mud and lotus, demons and angels. Don't reject the demons or chase the angels, we hold both dark and light. Don't shun the dark, for the light darkness accents light, sorrow nourishes the lotus. Never deny your flaws or past mistakes, progress and perfection don't come from fleeing or denying. Everything that comes to us has meaning, a gift for growth. Embrace it all with gratitude, then transform the rubbish into nourishment for blooming flowers and sweet fruit. Taste the joy and peace that swell within, debts of this world paid, sorrows forgotten, serenity kept. Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some joyful, some thrilling. But if you never turn the page, you'll never know what's next. Don't be too hard on yourself. Even mistakes show you're trying. When answering the phone, smile, your warmth carries through. The tongue, boneless, can still shatter a heart, so choose your words wisely. Don't explain yourself to anyone. Those who trust you don't need it. Those who don't won't believe it. Hold fast to 3 things: perseverance, faith, and effort for a better future, steadfast in work, trusting in yourself. Every person you meet daily is your teacher. The wise teach compassion, the harsh teach patience. The mind spins countless problems, then seeks imaginary solutions in an endless cycle. One who knows they're foolish isn't a fool. One who deems themselves wise is the greatest fool of all. The universe and all things are one, interconnected and interdependent. Harming the earth, rivers, or creatures harms yourself. Giving benefits you too. For constant joy, don't tether your happiness to fleeting externals. Money, houses, cars, all borrowed. Use them well, but don't cling. Do so, and you'll enjoy a simple, joyful life. Otherwise, you'll clamor through existence, busy for what? Just to eat, hunt, peck, only to be consumed in the end? Do we bustle through life just to die? Last night, a leaf fell lifeless. A small bird perched restlessly nearby beneath a durian tree. The bird's body lay still, its soul soaring into eternity. 2 friends, leaf and bird, bound by fleeting earthly ties, parted in sorrow. Once the leaf faded, the bird's song weakened. Worldly bonds tether us, hard to break free. Who escapes this cycle across lives? Encounters weave dreams that fade. The bird's soul descends, the leaf drifts skyward, parted forever. What is this love? Ages pass, yet suffering persists. Life brings the unexpected, crossing paths with the disagreeable. If you can't let go lightly, you'll dwell in vexation and weariness. People differ in knowledge, views, and cultivation, so clashes and conflicts are natural. In such moments, forgiveness becomes grace, a practice like an umbrella shielding you through storms. Forgiving others may require sacrifice, generosity, or a little loss, not weakness, but a way to widen your path. Life is like the sky, not always clear for your delight, sometimes cloudy with gloom. It won't always gift you luck and joy, sometimes you'll taste bitterness aplenty. Open your heart, practice forgiveness, step past people and things that trouble you. You'll stand high, gazing far to the horizon's end. Each life holds one umbrella, long or short. Each day unfolds, joyful or sad. Each step on life's road, forward or back. No one is perfect, no task flawless. With the petty, don't haggle, it adds trouble. With the complex, don't fixate, it breeds fatigue. The world is vast, hearts are mixed. How could you not meet the small-minded? Amid fleeting dust and deep affairs, how could you avoid vexation? Think lightly, bear no grudges, silently resolve and smile softly. No sun? Hear the wind, watch the rain. No flowers? Breathe the field's scent. No applause? Savor your own quiet. Time turns, years shift, no resentment. No complaints, no sorrow, no schemes. Keep peace, tread a lovely path, cherish true feelings, hold a positive spirit. When needed, restrain, breathe deep to shift the air. Facing hardship, stay calm, rethink, adjust your view. After failure, try again to rebuild confidence. Face yourself, embrace life, forgive mistakes for tranquil days. Work humbly, live sincerely, few words, not silence, bring peace over countless woes. Wealth is for spending, enough is a blessing. Excess breeds worry. Homes are for shelter, don't make them burdens. Big or small, joy within matters. Where they stand isn't key, flowers and grass make the best spot. Cars are for travel, don't flaunt them. Any ride, safe and cheerful, suffices. Fame and status come from effort, not entitlement. Moderate renown is fortune. Too much disrupts peace. Food sustains like medicine, enough nourishes, excess harms. Living a lifetime, we realize life needn't be lavish, just meaningful daily. Happiness isn't from comparing, but from a heart-sensing steady joy, not from outside, but within. Each life has two roads, one felt by the heart, called dreams, one walked by the feet, called reality. If the heart lags behind reality, dreams blur. If feet tread too slow, dreams drift away. The hardest pain is loving someone who turns elsewhere, yet clinging foolishly. Meetings and partings follow fate, finding peace in them is best when someone's near. Making them feel at ease is a grand success. As kids, happiness was simple. Grown, simplicity is happiness. To not waste this life, do what you love. Love what you choose. Life disappoints from high hopes, fades from distant dreams, stifles from bottled words. Some forget. Failing comes from not trying. Others must forget the unworthy. Don't fully trust your eyes. What you see may reflect your wants, ignoring what you dislike. The misunderstood lose nothing. Misjudgers lose chances. We think we master life, forgetting it thrives on harmony. Don't trade long-term gain for short-term profit. What you have comes from others' sacrifice. Without it, nothing lasts. Life is brief, no time for regrets. Don't linger on troubling people or things, even for minutes. If the end's unclear, smile and stride forward. In this world, share warmth with those near. In life's storms, keep optimism. Love life. Balance all joy, and happiness will spread far. Life isn't a race, but a journey. Races prize the finish. Travels savor the view. With a good heart, scenery shines always. Today's struggles, trust yesterday won't return, but tomorrow will come. Life, long or short, is a gift each day. Cherish every moment. Time once gone never returns. No need to deem yourself right. Earth spins, all move with it. History shows doers of evil rarely end well, so even with talent, stay humble, do your best. Gold shines naturally yet amid woes. Don't forget to smile. Mind your tone. In hardship, persist. In fatigue, love yourself. The simplest life is the happiest. Know contentment, find joy, forgive broadly, don't overthink. A heavy heart tires. Periodically erase discomforting people and things from memory, wipe them clean. Living a day is a precious minute. Life is fleeting, decades pass, don't leave regrets. Sunday rises east, sets west. Sad or glad, a day ends. Don't cling to trifles, body and mind suffer. Some things, let go lightly, bring ease. Some people, deeply missed, aren't always happiness. Some pains, taken lightly, forge us, tempering us through life's storms, keeping our smiles. Thus, life is understanding, empathy, and joy, held within, melting slowly like Hui's songs, praising existence. If the past can't return perfected, don't envy others' lot. Effort brings your own. No need to boast, others can gain it too. More joy, less woe, rich or poor, high or low, wise or not, just smile daily, shrug off weariness, and live freely. A lifetime drifts, years of cares weigh why cling tight, amid toil and karma's grip. Quote, happiness isn't in your title, but in being loved and valued wherever you are. Not in wealth amassed, but in daily doing what you love. Not in a spouse's beauty or success, but in their radiant smile. Not in a house's size, but in its laughter. Not in a fancy car, but in driving safely home. Not in fine food or clothes, but in health and peace. Not in applause for success, but in a friend saying, "Keep going when you're down." Not just in seeking peace, but in building a quiet temple in your soul amid life's noise. A Zen master asked his disciple, "What's the most precious thing in this world?" The disciple replied, "Master, it's what's lost and what's yet to be gained." The master fell silent, gazing at the sunset. Years later, after much loss and change, he asked again, "Do you now know what's most precious?" The disciple answered, "Master, nothing surpasses what I have now this moment, and the happiness of the present." Oddly, we mourn the past and dream of the future, missing what's vital here and now like clouds drifting, feelings passing. I'm not my emotions while lament as frail sunlight fades at dusk. Life's short hands barely clasped. Why speak of parting's depths? Why chase tomorrow's joy, letting today wilt? Time slips, why linger in ruin when the curtain falls on glory, waking to a dream? Life's brief love, unspoken, why hesitate when graves call? Hiding love too late? So, life's too short, love's scarce enough. Why fuss over stray grudges? I laugh at my reflection, love swells boundless. Don't cling to past echoes, call it release. Don't crave the future, call it presence. Don't mourn the gone, call it ease. Don't ache for failed efforts, call it fate. Don't grasp the ungraspable, call it purity. Don't lose yourself in crowds, call it detachment. Don't forget life's breath, call it living. Don't wield sharp words, call it kindness. Before acting, if it harms you or others, pause, call it compassion. One dusk, as light fades joys, sorrows, loves, hates I laugh. Winds carrying 1,000 cares, trapped in my own. Weary of life, one day I see, true joy is giving. Tomorrow, impermanence calls, what can I take? Then I grasp. All fades not solid, not eternal. I age, returning youthful dreams to the sky. Nights blur, living in memory, wasting now. A life hoarding, never resting, forgetting fragility, lost in frenzy. Then I see, this body isn't mine, mad desires bring pain for naught. By dawn's river, my soul widens deep in life's abyss. All is form and emptiness.